Hello, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another StarCraft 2 broadcast. I am Anaris, bringing you the third and final match in this best of 3 series between Team Mousesports and Team Evil Geniuses. On the right side, we do have Tosh and Nova representing Team Mousesports. On the left side, we do have Axlov and Strifecrow representing Evil Geniuses on Scorched Haven, which is another map that I think can lend itself very well to early pressure. The nice thing about this, though, is that it does not have a shared ramp, and the ramps that do exist are relatively small. One force field can hold this, at least for Tosh here. So you see he's going to be opening up with what looks like a fairly standard positioning on the buildings. We're going to have that wall off where it's the Gateway Cybernetics Core or Forge, if it's like game number 2. And followed up by, whatever tech route he decides to go with. Strifecrow over here, looks like he... Wait a minute. Hey, I like this. This is not something you see too incredibly often in 2v2 games that we find at this level. Then again, how many of these do we actually find at this level, right? So, anyways, what he's doing here, for those of you who may not know, if you share control with your teammate, drop a geyser, you can mine off of it. Cool stuff, huh? So now, Strifecrow has basically, for 25 minerals, plus obviously the value of the drone and the mining time associated thereof, has given his opponent or his teammate the ability to mine gas without losing time for the SCV building it, and be able to mine for that much longer. So that's pretty freaking cool, man. Definitely an interesting strategy, and this is what I've talked about so many times before. 2v2 has extremely different strategies, styles of play than 1v1. It's not something you can just translate into, you can't have 4 players doing all these 1v1 builds, as, it just really doesn't work out so well. But when you have this level of cooperation, you find really crazy builds. And so here with this gas, we see he does have 200 minerals, 100 some gas. You're going to see a factory going down. Does Tosh see it? No, he does not. Just out of range right there. I love how he did that, positioned it just close enough. So with this Marine popping out here in just a second or two, you think we're going to see that probe run away pretty quickly. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Reactor going down as well. So I'm really wondering what Axlov is going to be doing here. In particular, you notice how he's still mining that gas? I'm wondering if he's going to be using that for upgrades. Maybe he's just going to go ahead and drop a tech lab on that factory. I'm thinking we're going to see Hellions. That's really what I'm feeling here. Because, again, we look and see the Zerglings are already coming out for Strifecrow. Going to be looking to put some early pressure as well as this Marine. So this kind of harassment, I think, would be followed up extremely well by that Hellion style of play. Especially since there's a Zerg over here that cannot wall off. And you see he's got 2 spine crawlers going down. Again, he's anticipating the need for that early defense, considering how the fact that in game number 2 he lost basically just because he did not commit enough to defending his base, and that early pressure took him down. So now we see Nova sitting there with a decent amount of Zerglings here, 8 total, and a few Protoss forces as well as a probe who just comes out. It's like, one of these units is not like the others. I am not a fighting unit, so I'm just going to go ahead and head back and do my own thing. So this Overlord actually is acting as bait here for the Stalker. Will it fall for the trap? It looks like no. The Zerglings have come in. Nice reinforcements by Nova as Tosh continues to work on taking this out. It will supply block Strifecrow at least for a very brief while. Not too long, though, as we do see him 24 of 18. But now here we go with those Hellions. That's like I was talking about, man. Just switch those 2 structures, and you're going to be in a fantastic position to put some early pressure, likely again on the Zerg opponent. However, if it was like Zerg and Terran, they'd probably, or if it was like Protoss and Terran they were facing up against, they would probably honestly go for the Protoss, because obviously Hellions can just outrange the Zealot, burn down that little, burn down that wall from afar and deal quite a bit of damage. Now, what I think these Hellions are going to be looking to do here is try to engage alongside the Zerglings, because when Zerglings fight other Zerglings, you have this giant wall where it's basically one group here, and then the Hellions will be able to come out to the side and just get perfect lineups. But we are going to see those Hellions annihilate the mineral line. There are only a couple drones remain. They are trying to get to safety, but now a huge Zergling, just a cluster house right now, man. This is absolutely insane. We are going to see Team Evil Geniuses come out slightly ahead in that endeavor. This nice force field there by Tosh is going to allow him to basically buy a little bit of time, but notice how Axelov has transitioned into Marauders now. Very smart move, I think. He realizes, okay, by the time we finish up this, this whole deal, force field misplaced right there. That is a huge blunder. Then it could actually cost him the ramp right there, as all of these forces are able to work on taking out this Cybernetics core. A few Zerglings coming in here as well, keeping the Protoss on his toes. He has lost his sentries now, so really it's just a matter of time. We do have Blink on the way. This could help out a little bit, but again, losing the Cybernetics core is going to really make these, this Blink pretty much just useless until he gets another one up, because you see he does have it up now, but he's basically just a few Stalkers. That's about it. So that Blink tech is going to be, in terms of effectiveness, limited at best. So great hit there without even knowing that that Twilight Council is on the way. But now the Mineral Line is going to be taken out there. You're seeing that Tosh tried to clog it up, keep those Hellions away, but I think he just put them a little bit too close there, and a lot of that splash was feeding off behind the Stalkers into the probe line, and now you have what you see here, which is just going to be a GG at some point in the near future. Really don't see Team Mousesports coming back from this. 5-0. I mean, hey, one could say this is a close match, but that one would definitely not be me. I would be the one that says, yeah, okay, it's over. We're going to have a GG any second now. So there we go. Tosh just leaving the game. That's it, folks. That is going to be game number 3, concluding a very exciting series between Evil Geniuses and Team Mousesports. I am Anaris. Again, if you enjoyed the videos, please be sure to subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Just click my little Anaris Starcraft link up there at the top, or even click the link that appeared when Mousetosh left the game, and hit that for me, and you will make the world a better place. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. My cat says sup.